Tazhia's take one. Tazhia's take, where my perspective and my perception meet.
Cut. Take 9.
Tazhia's take, where common sense, logic, faith, and perception.
Cut.
Oh, God! Tazhia's take, my voice, my power.
Cut. Take 22.
Tazhia's take, my voice will not be silenced.
Cut, man.
Tazhia's take, she ready.
Cut.
Tazhia's take, where my mind meets y'all's matters. How about it?
Cut.
I said what I said.
Cut.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Natazhia Lashe, and I just want to first start by welcoming those back who have been watching my last couple of videos as of now. Thank you for returning, and for those that are new, thank you for joining us on today. Don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget also to comment and subscribe. After all, you know, I'm gonna have some really great content coming through, just like the new segment here, Tazhia's Take. And with that being said, we're gonna jump right into it. Today's topic of Tazhia's Take is going to be about how I identify and why. The second portion, understanding the importance of identity, but also knowing what it is that can have you question who you are, question your identity. Because if you know the things that can trigger you, having you question who you are, then once you understand what those things are, you can put them in limited space and you can deal with them just as that. They're nothing but distractions. So what I would say, the two that stood out to me just in my own experience of things that at times in my life have caused me to doubt myself: people, traumatic experiences. Not necessarily because I wasn't confident or I didn't believe in myself. It's just words linger, words hurt. Have you questioning yourself, who you are, what you stand for, everything in between. Based on my experience of, just life this far. I feel like that sums it up. Traumatic experiences and people. They have a way of making you question yourself beyond what you should. You'll get inside your head. Once you get inside your head, it can cause you to spiral. It can cause a lot of different things. Traumatic experiences, for some, like, there's different levels to traumatic. We get to determine what is traumatic and what isn't, but I know, not anything specific to me, but just in generally speaking, you have a troubled childhood, stressful environment, your history, your background, a broad spectrum of areas in which one could experience traumatic things like that can affect them in that way. And all of that, people included, their opinions, and not just their opinions, because, I say people and one may think, oh, they're the source of, but sometimes it's you. Sometimes it's you. Dealing with people, yeah, they have their opinions, but sometimes you have your own opinions about yourself for whatever reason, because people put this in your head, or because you don't like what it is that you see in the mirror. But the comparison sin, basically the ability to compare yourself to others, is the comparison syndrome. One feels as though, oh, the grass is greener on the other side. Ah, they're beautiful. Oh, this is this and that is that. It's always a comparison thing. It's a not always. Sometimes that comparison can turn into jealousy. Sometimes it can turn into envy. But with that, all it does is distract you. It distracts you from understanding who you are deep down. The entire time that you're mauling these thoughts over and over, it's affecting your mind, it's affecting your mental state, your emotional state. Those things in general can be draining mentally, physically, and emotionally, because your mind is constantly replaying those situations in your head, constantly beating yourself up about a situation. Sometimes it's things that you can change, sometimes it's things that you cannot change. That's with traumatic experiences or just people, I feel that in its own sense, it's a distraction, because the longer you stay in that state, the longer that you allow those things to have power over you, the more you lose yourself, the less likely you are to ever get true understanding of what it is that you're supposed to be doing, what your purpose is, who it is that you're supposed to be, your identity, what it is that you can contribute to the world. You miss out on all of that and you lose years on your life, You lose years on your life behind being stuck in the past. One thing about the past is once it happens, it happens. You can't do anything to change it. You can learn from the situations so that way they don't repeat themselves. You don't want history to repeat itself, especially if it's traumatic. Yes, there's a time and a place for everything. The first step in all of that is understanding what is the source of the distraction and handling it accordingly. Traumatic experiences and people. A lot of those situations make us into the people that we are. That doesn't mean that that's all around positive. Sometimes it can be very negative. We can grow to have crutches on certain things. Sometimes people, we can't necessarily do what's our best interest because someone else is consuming that spot. You're putting someone before yourself, and in an unhealthy manner. Because the point is, of course, we're supposed to do for others, we're supposed to do these things, but when it's gotten to the point to where the effort and the time that's being put in is 100% them and yourself is like non-existent, that can be very dangerous because you lose yourself. So that's why I say those distractions, understand what they are, learn from them, and do what it is that you need to do in order to be able to get on that path of understanding the importance of your identity, who you are, and how to get to that point. Comments, what were some of your takeaways from today's Tazhia's Take? Also, I'd love to hear from you. What are some things that you feel can be added? Or what's your take on my take? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I enjoyed you. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time on Tazhia's Take. Oh, and don't forget, somebody's gonna be the salt of the light, so why not let it be me and you? Let's misfit together. Deuces.